everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. So the holiday season is around the corner, and just as a word of precaution, remember to carry big handbags around over your shoulder, especially if you can just totally ditch the handbags and bring a small purse hidden somewhere, on your body. Don't carry large sums of cash. I wouldn't even carry cash, maybe something to pay for your taxi fares or something like that. And just carry maybe a card with you, and make sure you're able to cancel that card or block the card in the event it's lost or stolen. And if you're driving, please remember to remove packages from inside your vehicle. Even if you put it on the floor, someone can still peep into that vehicle and see the packages. So I would put them in the trunk, right? And also, to make sure that you're aware at all time of what's going on around you, I would not be speaking on any cell phones at this time. And make sure your cell phone is out of sight. And just keep safe for the holidays. So I'm going to go right into the video. One of my viewers, hopefully he is a subscriber by now. He had reached out yesterday. He had a question. He was saying there's a lot of land in Portland. Basically, maybe to identify these lands and see which ones are available to the public for sale. And of course, I referred him to the National Land Agency. They would be able to help him with that. And I did some research, and I found out that they have a site. It's called eLand. So if you go to eLandJamaica, I'm going to be pinning the link in the description as well. So eLand is a web application that facilitates the search of land related records at the National Land Agency online through an interactive map interface. So all the searches, the products on this module of the eLandJamaica are free of cost, except for the viewing of scanned images. So if you intend to view the images, they're required to create an account to facilitate the process, right? So the viewing of images associated with the searches require the payment of a fee, and that can be taken from a credit or debit card. So once this is done, the customer may start to access their images immediately. Customers may also choose to visit any of the National Land Agency locations and make a payment to a cashier to create an account and all of that. So this is, I guess this will save you a lot of time. Instead of traveling to the National Land Agency, if you wanted to search a particular property, then you could go in and do your search that way, right? So they have a cadastral map. Cadastral map is a graphical portrayal of the legal descriptions of land parcels. So it is a comprehensive register of the details relating to the property of an area. So these details include the precise location, the dimensions, and other geographical classifications of the properties or individual parcels of land. So you're able to search that on your own, right? And it says the cost is only $500 Jamaican. So what is a caveat card? A caveat card is an injunction to the Register of Titles restraining the registration of any dealing affecting the ownership of the land without notifying the caveator. A caveat card is an index of all outstanding caveats that facilitate the ease of search, in the records. Images are available for this search. Cost about $500 Jamaican. Right, so you can get to see if there's an injunction restraining the registration of any dealings affecting the ownership of land. So a caveat card is an injunction to the Register of Titles restraining the registration of any dealing affecting the ownership of land without notifying the caveator. So this says that it's like you're protecting your property from illegal registration, right? So that's what I get from that. Caveat is a notice, especially in a probate, that certain actions may not be taken without informing the person who gave the notice. So, for instance, you're protecting your credit rating. So no one is able to take out any type of furniture, loans in your name without notifying you. It's an alert. Basically, this would be an alert. If anybody is registering your property without your knowledge, you will be notified. That's what I get from this. So eLandJamaica and iMapJamaica have merged. The internet-based service offered by the National Land Agency allows anyone anywhere in the world to search for and have access to land-related information in Jamaica. So this information includes copies of land titles, deposited plans, strata plans, enclosure plans, caveat cards, registered instruments, property sale data. Well, the property sale data is currently not available, right? And how do I get access to eLandJamaica? So I'll be pinning the link in the description. An email address? Yes, you will need a valid email address because the documents you search for will be sent to your email account via a link. So this allows you to have electronic access to the documents for 7 days after you've purchased a document. So it only allows you 7 days. And then, of course, that link will disappear. So how do I pay for searches? So you'll be registering your card through a secure platform on the website to pay for searches online and setting up an account online and all of that, right? Or if you choose, you can visit the National Land Agency office, right? And you can process your payment via cash, debit, credit. But to access eLandJamaica to search land titles, deposited plans, strata plans, enclosure plans, caveat cards, and registered instruments to search. And it gives you 7 days with the link. And after that, I guess, that link is gone. Right? So I guess they're trying to limit your time with that information. And I don't know if you're able to copy anything from that, but the time is limited. So the National Land Agency said that St. Elizabeth is the least titled parish in all of Jamaica. So they've decided to start with that parish. And so far, they've issued 500 land titles and counting. So when the video started, you would have seen those titles being issued by the Prime Minister, right? So kudos to the National Land Agency. You can see that they're working to get land titles issued, right? For persons who have been occupying lands for many, many years undisturbed. They've decided, of course, let's get them titled and everything like that. So that's a good move, right? So St. Elizabeth was the biggest parish in Jamaica until they, divided St. Elizabeth, cut a piece off St. Elizabeth and created Westmoreland, right? So I'm not sure why it's the least titled. I tried to do some research to find out why. Maybe a lot of people in that parish, their foreparents didn't bother with titles and all of that, right? Because I know my great-grandmother and my grandmother, they did not bother with titles, right? They just had the receipt that they paid for the land many years ago. And when I asked, do you have titles for the land? They said no, but everybody knows where their border ends and where it begins. you so much for joining me on this video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Keep safe and join me on the next video. Take care of yourself and others. Bye for now.